Quick random question. Do you call them Wacom, Wacom, or Wacom? How's it going, guys? Welcome back to a new video. So today I'm going to review the Wacom One Creative Pen Display. I'm also going to be hosting a giveaway on my Instagram account. So if you want to have the chance to win this Wacom One, then head on over to Instagram, and there you will find a post with all of the rules, all of the requirements. And so yeah, I wish you good luck, and let's just continue with the review. So the Wacom One is Wacom's latest graphics tablet, and I'm actually quite excited to be testing it out because this is the first time, or one of the first times, that Wacom is offering a more affordable pen display. And so way back, I remember when I started drawing, they had these awesome pen displays, but they were super expensive. But now the time has come where they are finally offering more affordable, high quality professional products for beginners and amateurs. That makes me very excited, and I can't wait to test it out and see how it performs. So in this video, I'm going to do a quick unboxing, which you'll see in a second. And after that, I'll do a demonstration video where I just kind of test out the tablet and see if there are any issues, any compatibility issues, and just to kind of see how it performs and to kind of get a feeling for it. So I would say without further ado, let's just jump right into the unboxing and we'll go from there. Let's just check out the box itself. So the front says it's a 13-inch display. Does it say on the back? Its resolution is 1080p. So unfortunately it's not 4K, but considering the price, I didn't really expect a 4K display. So I think it's pretty fair that they only included 1080p, which is still enough. So all of my previous tablets have been 1080p. So this is like full HD. 72% NTSC color, okay, 19-degree stand. I guess it doesn't have a stand included, but it has these little feet, which you can see right here to kind of like put it at an angle. A battery-free pen, and yeah, okay, just the general stuff. Let's just unbox it and see what's inside. So one thing that I forgot to mention in the intro is that the Wacom One comes bundled with some bonus software, such as Bamboo Paper, then a 6-month license of Clip Studio Paint Pro, then you'll also get a trial of Adobe Premiere Rush, and in the near future you should also get access to Adobe Fresco. So this is very cool because this means you'll be saving a lot of money on software. Okay, so this is the actual box. So let's uncover it. Okay, so here we have a protective cover. I guess that's the tablet already. So we'll take a look at this in a second. I just want to see what's in the package first. Let's keep the best for the end. So this is the pen, I guess. It's way smaller than I thought. The pen, first thought, is that it's way smaller, it's tinier. So it's not like the Cintiq's pen. So in comparison, this one is way tinier. It's also lighter, but it's kind of like a ballpoint pen. Whereas this one is a little bit heavier, I guess. And it has a thicker grip. But this feels kind of nice, I have to say. So let's put this aside again. And let's keep going. So if you look inside, so I guess this is just the manual. What's in here? Okay, so these are the different plugs. So depending on where you live at, I guess if you're like in the UK or Germany, you have different plugs for the power. And this is just the adapter, which I'm guessing you just slide it into like this. And you have the connectors, so the cables. So I believe this is kind of like a 3-in-1 or something like that, where you plug one side into the tablet and the rest goes into your computer and the power. So let's take a look at the tablet. I'm really excited to see this one. I'm guessing it's kind of the size of an iPad because an iPad is 12.9 inch and this one is 13.3 inches large. So I'm guessing it's kind of similar, and it feels kind of like an iPad. It's a little bit heavier, I would say, but very similar. So if you're deciding or thinking about taking this like for on the go when you're traveling or something, I could definitely see this happening. So here it is. Ooh, it's looking really nice, I have to say. I like how it feels. Like, it has a really nice feeling to it. I really like it. Let's take a look at the back. Okay, just like standard rubber feet. I'm guessing these are like the feet you can pop out to kind of like place it on your desk. Yeah, very cool. And you can pop them in again if you like. Some people, they like to work flat, kind of like when they're drawing on paper. So it depends on if you like to have your tablet at an angle or not. So it's cool that they kind of built in these feet. So it also has this little sleeve on top, and you can kind of like slide the pen into it, which I think is really cool. It's a nice little add-on. So especially like if you're thinking about taking this with you, let's say you're going to conventions or you're traveling a lot, I can definitely see myself like using this. Well, I haven't tested it, so I cannot say how it performs, but just looking at it, it looks very promising and definitely something I would take with me, because like when you're traveling, you don't want to take something that's super large with you because that's kind of like a lot of weight. So you want something that's like easy to put into your backpack and then just use on the go. The screen feels as if it has some kind of texture applied to it. It's not like drawing on glass. There's definitely some kind of resistance. Up until now, I'm really impressed. I mean, this is really cool looking. I like the design like a lot, and it feels great. It feels so cool. And because it's so tiny, I mean, it's kind of cute and it just feels so portable. And I believe this is also what they're going for here, because they were talking about note taking, sketching, and stuff like that. So it's kind of like more of a fun tool for the everyday usage and for hobbyists and beginners. And I believe they actually succeeded. So yeah, let's see how it performs. Alright guys, I'm back and I just installed the Wacom One to my computer. It was pretty easy. So basically I just went through their website, downloaded the latest drivers, and after that it was kind of like a plug and play situation. The only thing that I've done is I increased the brightness of the screen because it was a little bit dim. But other than that, I didn't change any settings. I didn't configure anything. I didn't even calibrate the pen. So I'm just going to test it straight out of the box without having any settings modified or changed in any way. So I just want to see how it performs straight out of the box if you buy it brand new from the shelf. But anyway, so I opened up Clip Studio Paint, which is my program of choice. And I basically just want to see how my brushes behave, how accurate the lines come out, and just in general, the performance, if it lags, if there's any issues, any compatibility issues. So I'll just kind of do a quick test, draw a couple of lines, and see how it performs. So one more thing to point out is that this tablet doesn't have any express keys. So you will have to use your keyboard, or if you have something like the express key remote by Wacom, you can use that. So either way works, but just to kind of let you guys know, there aren't any express keys on the tablet itself, which doesn't really bother me because I've been working with my keyboard for many years now, and this is kind of like just second nature to me. So I do feel very comfortable using my keyboard for all of the shortcuts. So I don't mind. It works perfectly for me. So let's just give it a quick test spin, see how it performs. And because this is what I'm most excited about or most interested in, because that's all that matters. And so let's just jump right into it. I'm just gonna draw some lines here and see how it kind of performs. So first impression is that the screen feels very natural. Like, as I said before, there is like a slight resistance. You can feel the texture. It's very smooth and very subtle, but it feels very, very natural, very comfortable to draw on. I like it. Also, what I noticed right away is that the pen feels very responsive. I can draw very lightly, and then I can increase the pressure, and it just responds very, very gradually to it. So it feels very organic. I'm very, very impressed by how this feels. And yeah, I didn't expect this, so I'm very impressed. So let me actually zoom into this canvas and draw a couple of diagonal lines. So usually when you're drawing lines like this, you'll see a bunch of jitter happening. So usually the lines go like this. And that's a common problem with tablets. So many display tablets have the problem where when you're drawing diagonal lines, they end up a little bit jittery. So this is what I'm testing here just to see if there's any jitter. So the slight jittering happening here is just my hand. That's natural. But I just want to see if the pen is jittering, but it's not. It doesn't seem to be doing that. Then another problem that I see many times is as soon as you go off to the corners, the cursor seems to jump. But I don't see that happening here either. The cursor stays very stable. It doesn't shake around. It doesn't jump around. And as I said before, I didn't calibrate the pen. So the pen is just as it is out of the box. And it's very, very close to the cursor. So I would say the pen is spot on. It's very accurate. It's amazing because I didn't expect this. Usually when you're buying these more affordable tablets and smaller tablets, you end up having some kind of issue with the pen and it's just not reacting as well. So I'm pretty impressed by that. One thing I was concerned about a little bit is the low resolution. So I mentioned this in the unboxing, that this tablet has a resolution up to 1080p, which is full HD, whereas my other tablets have a resolution of up to 4K. So that's quite a big difference. But since this is a pretty small screen, I guess it doesn't bother as much. The resolution is pretty high. And I guess if this was 4K, it would be too much considering the screen size. It could end up being maybe too small, so the buttons could end up being too small or too sharp. 1080p works out very well for this screen size, so there's nothing for me to complain about here. And as I said before, the thing that I was hoping for is that it works as described. And apparently this tablet is supposed to work with Android phones or Android devices. So if you have an Android phone, you can plug this into your Android phone and use it on the go, which makes this a great companion because just imagine you're traveling and maybe you're at some kind of convention and you can just kind of grab your tablet and sketch along, which I think is very convenient. And so I'm very happy that it works the way it does and that it's so responsive and accurate, because that's what I'm afraid of the most. So whenever I'm testing a new device, I'm always concerned about the way it feels, not necessarily the technical numbers, the technical side of things, because when it comes to like technical things, numbers and whatever, I'm not the best when it comes to that. So I'm more a practical type of person. I like to use things, test them out, and get a feeling for them. And so that's what I'm concerned the most, is the feeling of the pen. How does it feel? Is it something that I see myself using over a long period of time? And also what you could do is you could probably take this with you to a convention or wherever and use it kind of as a display. So for example, if you have a portfolio or something, you can just place the tablet onto your table and kind of have a slide of your portfolio where it just kind of shows your portfolio in slides, which could also be a cool thing to use this for because it's so lightweight. I mean, really, it doesn't weigh a lot. An A4 sized sketchbook is probably the same weight as this is. And one thing that I really like about this one is that the edges, the bevels, are rounded, so there aren't any sharp edges, and that makes it very comfortable to hold in your hands. And also it doesn't get very hot. It gets a little bit warm on the center. You can barely feel it. So it's not like it's heating up or anything, and you can't really hear any fans. It's very quiet. There's no noise coming out of it. So what I can say up until now is that I'm very impressed. Like, I didn't expect this. I thought it would be more kind of like a toy, something that because they were promoting it as a note-taking tablet. And I didn't expect much more. I thought it would be okay to kind of take a couple of notes, to edit your PDFs and stuff like that. But it's really capable. From what I can tell right now, it does feel very responsive. It doesn't lag at all. It just seems to be like a very fun little device that is a joy to use. If you're looking to buy a tablet with a screen and you don't have the budget for something more expensive, then I would definitely look into this one. I can tell you I've tested many other brands. Just recently, I've tested a couple of others. And I always had the problem where the pen just wouldn't be as responsive. Like there would be jumpiness and shakiness. And so I'm very happy not to experience this with the Wacom One. So yeah, thanks for watching this video. Again, if you want to take part in the giveaway, then hop on over to my Instagram. That's where you can find all of the rules, the requirements to participate, and you'll have the chance to win a Wacom One. And I'll see you next time. Peace.